How does a boy born in a war-torn Austrian village, with nothing but borrowed weights and impossible dreams, grow into the man who conquered bodybuilding, Hollywood, and politics? The answer isn't luck. It isn't chance. It is something far rarer. It is vision, the ability to see a life beyond the one handed to you. And it is hunger, the fire that refuses to let that vision die. For Arnold Schwarzenegger, the call to adventure began not with applause, but with silence. With a feeling deep inside that said, "There must be more than this." Pause with me right now. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Imagine your life, not as it is, but as it could be, 10 years from now, if nothing held you back. That vision you just saw? That's where greatness begins. Arnold was not born into greatness. But he was born into hunger. And hunger changes everything. Arnold grew up in Thal, a tiny village in post-war Austria. His family had little. His father was strict, a police chief hardened by military service. In their home, discipline meant obedience, not dreams. To most boys in Thal, the future was predictable: work, serve, stay small. But not for Arnold. He was restless in a way few understood. He felt trapped, boxed in by a world that told him to stay ordinary. He once said, "I knew I was meant for something bigger. I was always hungry for more." Picture him at 15, skinny, curious, standing in front of a cracked mirror. He flexes, not seeing what he is, but what he could become. While others saw a boy, he saw a warrior waiting to be carved out of stone. But hunger alone is not enough. Hunger needs fuel. And for Arnold, the fuel came one day, from the pages of a magazine. One afternoon, Arnold flipped through a bodybuilding magazine. On its cover was Reg Park, Mr. Universe, Hercules on the movie screen. Park wasn't just a man. He was a myth, a living statue. For Arnold, it was lightning. In that moment, his vision crystallized. If he can do it, why not me? Reg Park became Arnold's map. He studied every workout, every routine, every story. More than muscles, he saw a way out. Bodybuilding could be his passport beyond Austria, beyond smallness, into the world. Pause this video for 60 seconds. Write down the name of someone who inspires you, an example of what you want to build in yourself. Don't just admire them. Study them. Let their story light your own. Arnold's hunger was now armed with vision. But vision comes at a price. And the world does not let heroes rise without resistance. Arnold's father thought bodybuilding was foolish. His friends mocked him. Too skinny, too weak, impossible. In Austria, football was the sport of respect, not lifting weights in dusty gyms. But Arnold did not bend. He trained in military barracks, sometimes sneaking away from duties just to work out. He built makeshift equipment when gyms were closed. His hunger was louder than the voices of doubt. Imagine being 18, surrounded by people telling you your dream is worthless, yet waking up each day to chase it anyway. That was Arnold's life. And soon, hunger grew teeth. He began competing, small stages, small crowds. But each win was proof, the vision was real. Yet destiny demands a leap. Every hero must leave the comfort of home to step into the unknown. For Arnold, that leap had one name: America. Arnold's dream was never just to lift weights. It was to break boundaries. In 1968, with broken English, little money, and nothing guaranteed, he left Austria for the United States. Think about that, a 21-year-old immigrant, carrying nothing but hunger and vision, landing in a world where nobody knew his name. The accents, the rejections, the struggles, they all hit him like waves. But waves don't drown the one who learns to swim. Arnold let the struggles shape him. Think about one leap you've been avoiding, one decision that scares you because it feels too big. What would it look like if you said yes? Arnold said yes. And that yes changed everything. Arnold's call to adventure wasn't about muscles. It wasn't about trophies. It was about something deeper. It was about daring to imagine more than the life handed to him, and feeding that vision with relentless hunger. Most people wait for permission to dream. Arnold never did. He created his own permission, one rep, one risk, one leap at a time. And here's the truth, you don't need to be Arnold to do the same. You need vision. You need hunger. You need to say yes when everything around you says no. So tonight, before you sleep, take 2 minutes. Write down your vision for the next 5 years. Be bold. Be unreasonable. That's how heroes begin. Because the call to adventure is knocking at your door right now. The only question is, will you answer? If this story moved you, don't stop here. This was only the beginning, the hunger. In the next chapter, we'll explore the struggles, the mentors, and the transformation that turned Arnold into an icon. As Arnold once said, "The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, to conquer." If this video lit a spark in you, then imagine what's next in line of this awesome series. So hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs their own call to adventure. This is Silent Mastery HD, reminding you, hunger isn't weakness. Hunger is destiny, waiting to be fed. I will see you in the next video.